Hi, it's Sue with Get Sold, and as promised, I told you I'd give you an update on that incredible intensive healing. Some of this will be for our dragon lovers, some of this will be for those who believe in the mystical. This land became the subject towards the second part, and all the healing that it needed, that apparently I was the one appointed to do that work. So when I was left the land, and sometimes I would catch something on film and it would look like a little fairy. And I know we all laugh at that stuff, but we have no idea as humans all the other beings that are out there. Like, we think it's just about us when we're just a tiny little bit of it. We're just a small bit of the story. We're not all of it. So I had to do a lot of healing on this land with the portal over there, way over there. It was a doorway, not even a portal, a doorway, literally. And I posted that little video. My own pup didn't even want to be anywhere at this property. I had to do a deep healing underneath the house. Apparently the house was built on an old pond. There were indigenous people here. And what I was seeing was horrific as to what was happening on this property because of the dark running it from below and taking out indigenous species. What the dark does is it doesn't want to comply with the light. So what it does is it corners and traps souls so that it can glean the energy from them. They call it loosh. And there's ways that they do this. And this isn't make-believe or fantasy. The reason we're not taught about it is because we're victims to it. You don't tell somebody you're going to steal from, hey, I'm going to steal from you, do you? You do it in a covert way. Well, that's what happens to us as energetic beings, because we are energy first. Then we come down in these bodies. The problem is we've had so many lifetimes that the dark creeps up on us. And sometimes we don't succeed in a lifetime of ancient knowledge. We're the first ones to go. We're the first ones to be persecuted. We're the first ones to be burned at the stake. I've always known about herbs. I've always known about natural healing. And in this lifetime, I'm still extremely passionate about it. And we're in an era where it's become wrong for the corporations to want you to speak about natural healing because they have their own agenda. So I had to do a lot of healing on this land. I had to see a lot of things. And I've mentioned before, I was actually followed to the house that I raised my children in by two of these entities. I had to repair the damage they were doing to me. So these things are all around us. It's the negative and the positive. We can use negative to our advantage if we needed to. We talked about how these beings that were here were wiped out, and because they still have energy, they still have a soul, they're still around. They just were taken out of their physical form and used for that energy. And there's many different types of beings. The dragon realm is real. That's something we're not taught about, and it's been twisted into being something evil and dangerous. Yet that's where, as Soul 2K's talked about, they are creator sources too. So I was able to tap into, again, my white dragon energy, and I spoke with, or one spoke with me to my soul. It was an orange yellow dragon, and they don't really have names per se except how we can identify them. So because I do the herbs and the natural healing, he just basically said, refer to me as herb then, you know. That's how you need to call on me for this energy. So it was really incredible. So now that all the bad things are gone, or negative things, we'll say. There's a new energy here, and I never knew that it was supposed to be me to cleanse it. Some of our souls are very, very ancient, and as I mentioned, we've had millions of lifetimes. And then to be here in this day and age where humanity is evolving, that's a lot of soul fractals to put together. That's a lot of healing to do. That's a lot of going down deep and dark to release the stuff that's stuck on our cells. We start as energy, we take a body, and the body is to help us evolve. The body accomplishes many goals. The body is an alarm system. When you're not dealing with an emotional issue, a mental issue, or a spiritual issue, it comes down to the body. I'm coming back to myself, and now the tide is changing where I am now to flip the switch, sharing wisdom to empower anyone who wishes to listen to certain videos I do. It's been a long, hard road. And again, I appreciate every one of you that's been here with me. Like, you don't even know. There will be more videos on spiritual matters or soul matters to help you understand your greater self, because I am very much passionate about that. Because once you know how amazing you are and where the depths of your soul have been and the things that you've accomplished, it's hard not to get a little extra skip in your step when things get rough and go, wow, I did that, you know? All right, I'll leave it here. Thank you for being with me. Tune in when you wish, but please just stay along for the ride. Thank you so much.